Later this month, Team Ireland will travel to Arnhem in the Netherlands for this year's European Transplant Games, a celebration of sport resilience and the gift of life. And among the 25 athletes representing Ireland are two from County Clare, including Kevin Haugh, a former school principal and accomplished athlete. Kevin's overcome tremendous health challenges and now proudly competes on the international stage. And delighted to say that Kevin joins us on the line now. Very good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
No, thanks for joining us and congratulations on being selected for Team Ireland. How does it feel to be representing, I guess, both your county and your country at the upcoming European Transplant Games?
Oh, it is a huge honour, and like you said there, I was a notable athlete. I wasn't great now, but I used to do a bit. But it's great. Like, I'm 72 years now, and I'll be competing in the over 70s bracket. I won't be competing against any young people. But it's a huge, huge honour, you know, when you get an Irish vest at any stage in your life. But to get it now at this stage in mine, it gives one goosebumps. I have to be honest about it.
And I suppose, you know, you're not just representing your county and your country, but it's another opportunity in your life to recognise and honour the generosity of your organ donor and organ donors in general.
Yeah, but for organ donors, you know, so many of us wouldn't be alive, and as well as the organ donors, what's huge are, you know, the people who donate blood, because, you know, when we have the transplant, you know, we get an awful lot of blood transfusion. So I've a huge shout out there to organ donors and to people who donate blood, and you know, people are kind of tired of listening to me saying, but if you can give a pint of blood, it's a pint of blood that's going to save somebody's life as well. And I would encourage people, you know, to have that conversation about the organ donations, you know, because, you know, it's something that, you know, a lot of people are doing, and it means that there are people like the team of us going across to Arnhem that are celebrating our life thanks to the generosity of the donors, you know. Whether it's organ or blood, you know.
Your journey has been quite remarkable. Can you briefly talk to us about the end of 2004 when you received your diagnosis of follicular lymphoma and the journey to receiving the all clear in March of 2006?
Yeah, I was diagnosed Christmas, 22nd of December 2004, and then I had 2 lots of chemotherapy in 2005, and they didn't work. And normally it was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had normally that chemotherapy. There was 95% success rate, but I was in the 5 that didn't work. And then Professor Gupta, he saved my life, really, to be honest with you. I can't speak well enough for him. He decided that he would get my stem cells harvested and they now were harvested from my bloodstream. It was called an autologous transplant. It was quite new at the time. And then they were harvested just before Christmas 2005. And on January 4th, then I went into hospital for high-dose chemotherapy. And when all my counts were down to 0, I was sent up to St. James's in Dublin, where I got my stem cells back. It was called, and then there was a month that life was a bit on a knife edge. I don't want to overstate it, but it could have gone anywhere. If I got any bit of an infection or setback, I wouldn't be talking to you this morning. So I'm very grateful to Professor Gupta and his team, because they did the magic at the time. And after that, I got remission on the 24th of March, and then I was on a maintenance drug for about 16 months. It was called rituximab, and you know, that's kind of it all in a nutshell, you know.
And glad you came through all of that. And at what point then did you get involved with the Transplant Games? And you know, you're heading to the European Transplant Games. How many competitions have you been to previously?
No, funny enough, the autologous transplants were only made eligible last year at the World Federation. This is my first time. I'm a novice, really, at my tender age of 72. Like, I was for 20 years there, and I was hoping that maybe I would get into it. But you see, because I didn't. There's the autologous is the one I had, and the other one is I can't think of what it's called now. But the autologous is where they save your own cells for you and give them back to you, and the other one is where I would get them from a donor. But if I got them from a donor, I would have been. We'll say, like, if I had a bone marrow a transplant, and if I had gotten from a donor, I would have qualified straight away. But it's only last year that the autologous ones, the blood, you see, whatever you call them, the stem cells were taken out of my bloodstream. So it's all new to me, so it's a bit exciting as well as everything else. But I used to take part in sport. I used to play with the parish club back at home, there's O'Curry's now, and I used to do I did a small bit of running in the 80s, and I used to keep myself fit now, all right.
So kind of a mixture of sports there. What are you going to be competing in Arnhem, though, at the end of the month?
The discus shot and javelin, and I might do the 800 metres. It depends on how I feel on the day, But the discus shot and javelin will be there's a ball throw. It's a cricket ball that you have to throw it, and it's much the same principle as throwing the javelin, And I've been doing those sports for about the last 6 or 7 years with the masters. You have the Masters Athletics for the various age groups. I was over 60. When I was over 65, I started doing it now in the 70 to 75 age group. And I go to the Munster and National Games and that, and I had reasonable success there,
Well, we hope that success is replicated in the Netherlands later this month. Yourself and Lahinch's Marie O'Connor, who we've had the pleasure of on the show before, are the two Clare athletes on Team Ireland. And for you, it's your first game, so it should be very exciting. Kevin, thanks so much for chatting to us, and the very best, and hope it's a great experience.
Thank you, and thanks again to all the donors, okay?
Thank you. Kevin Haugh there, originally from Carrigaholt, with us on Morning Focus.